Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Jerry What the What?
What the what?
Dymond. This is podcast number 50. We did one a while ago and it didn't come out so well. I got a new tripod, so thank you very much, Walmart. So now we're just moving to bigger, better things now. So
I like your tripod.
yeah, that was whacked. Like me, whacked.
It's shining.
Yeah, it's very shining. But today, my guest again, podcast number 50, the return of Mr. Shafi Roen.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming on my podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Tell everybody my little podcast thing here about yourself.
About myself?
About yourself.
My name is Shafi Roen, and I'm from Bangladesh. I was born in 1993. I don't know how much you want to know.
Go, I just thought about talking about
So
yourself.
I have been living in the States for 5 years now, and I finished my engineering degree last year. Now I work as an engineer, and on the side I dabble in comedy because I like writing jokes
Good.
and performing them on stage.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now you perform places the Comedy Works.
Yeah.
You've been a funny boy. That's actually not big because of the comics, and you won that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yes, it was.
That was my first competition.
And then you was in again recently. The last one you came in second, I believe.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So say,
it's been going well.
are you gonna be doing the one that's coming up the 22nd?
I'm thinking of doing it because I like performing in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like now I don't think about winning because I already won one, so
Right.
I just want to see how my new material will do in front of a larger crowd.
Stop lying. You want to win. You want to
No,
get. You
but-
want all the
no,
glory.
but-
You want your little story of fame.
I don't really care about the glory as much because I truly enjoy writing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm writing so much, I want to see if my new material has that same kind of, I guess, message that I'm trying to give. Like
Right.
when I'm doing comedy, I try to write a bit differently than other people. Like the way I write, or I like to write, is through giving a message at the end of the day, like what I'm trying to convey to the audience.
Right.
So I want to see if I can connect to that audience in a different way when I'm trying to write.
How's that work out for you?
At times it does really well, at times it doesn't. It depends on the crowd as well.
Exactly.
Because comedy is it's two-way street.
Yes, it is.
It can never be one-way street.
No,
If
it
the,
can't.
if the audience is not into it, then you suck. But if they are,
Exactly.
then you're
Exactly. Now you do better. Do you perform better with bigger crowds compared to smaller crowds?
Yeah, definitely. I enjoy bigger crowds.
Because it's kind of like myself when I try to perform in smaller crowds. It's kind of like and it doesn't go so.
It's all about the energy because when
Yes.
you have a bigger crowd, you have a bigger sample population, and so different people will react to your jokes differently.
And you got to work really hard at it.
Right. So if you have a bigger population, there's a higher chance that someone will like it, and then when they start laughing, it's contagious, so it can
Right.
transverse throughout the room, and that way you can do better.
Do you get nervous before you go on stage to perform? Do you get pressure when you? Do you get a lot of pressure performing with bigger crowds or smaller crowds?
I would say in the beginning, like back in the day when I just starting out, like 6 months ago, I used to get nervous every time.
Right.
Like no matter what, I used to pace myself. But what I learned from taping myself, like I tape every time I go up, open mics or shows. So I try to understand where I'm lacking or where I should improve, and I try to slow down.
Right.
I don't show it as much, but the first 30 seconds are always nerve-wracking.
No, yeah.
Because you're trying to adjust to the climate and the conditions.
I think you come a long way. As I see you perform, you're really great. I love your material. You're really funny. You came a long way in a short time. Where other people are still trying to find themselves. Some people can find themselves quicker than others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
It is.
It's like you always have to keep improving.
Right.
There's so much to learn in comedy.
So
Yeah.
why comedy?
Like I said, like I never really realized that I enjoy writing a lot because when I did engineering, it's all left brain, like more math. But then when I finished engineering and I had a lot of time, I started writing like stories and stuff. But then one day I was walking across Broadway, Saratoga, and I went in and I saw this open micers, like they were really good. I saw Cody, I saw Cafe, and they were doing really well. And I thought I would write something up and then do it. And then I did it, and
And you've been doing it ever since.
yeah, exactly. I just like writing a lot.
And that's good. Yeah, you got how much time? How much time do you write? You write a lot during the day or during the week?
During the day I can't because I have a day job. So when I come out at night, I write. I try to write every day if I can. But on the weekends I'll probably slack, and I'll try to compensate that on the weekend.
Who inspired you to do stand-up?
I always watched stand-up comedy. No one really inspired me to like go and do stand-up, which is something I thought will help me be a better speaker in front of people, because I do have a day job, so I want to improve there as well.
Right.
And I have so many presentations that I do, so I thought maybe it would be a good opportunity for me to learn to be a better presenter. And when I started doing it, I just enjoyed it so much. Just I focus more on making better jokes than being a better speaker, I guess.
Do you watch a lot of comedy shows?
A lot, yeah.
What is your favorite comedy show you like and why?
Do you mean like a stand-up comedian?
Yeah, stand-up comedian.
I like too many stand-up comedians for different reasons. Like when I first used to watch it back in the day, Dave Chappelle was probably my favorite. Like I just love how relaxed he was and how he used to laugh at his own jokes, and which I enjoy a lot. Then Bill Burr has a different way of approaching comedy as well. Like he's very ranty.
Right.
So like there's always things to learn. Like obviously being a man of color and brown person, I love Aziz Ansari and Hassan Minhaj and all of that. Like I was watching Morgan Murphy, who was like a very good female comedian, and I loved her stuff. So like there's always different aspects of things that I try to take away from different comedians. So I wouldn't say like that I have one favorite, but they're just all so great and so smart.
Right.
Like they're just so much to learn, and I enjoy that. Just like trying to understand how they have become such great writers.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have? Like I never really asked you that.
Well, my favorite comedian? My favorite comedian, I like old style comics. Back in my day was George Burns, Bob Hope, Milton Berle.
Right.
Those are comedians that I grew up. Yeah, they're legends, and they're all no longer here, and they're my kind. Don Rickles just passed away this year at the age 91. I love his style of comedy. He's always like bashing people, the audience. He goes up to the
Do you
audience.
try to follow any of their styles?
I do my own. I just like to. I try to pick my style, and I try to pick their style. See what works out for me. Like there's some like act like they're drunk. There's an old comedian named Foster Brooks. He did like drunk scenes, and they were funny. And he was really into that, like this is like an improv type of style thing. And it was that. Me, I like to do my own thing. I'm my own style. I've been told that I'm one of the kind of comics that just throws it out there. And what I do is do things, weird things that make it funny. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say it.
Right.
So
makes sense.
Yeah. So that's my own style of comedy. Like I call myself a storyteller comedian because I tell a lot of stories. I mean, you get your storyteller comedian, you get your one-liner comedians, you got your very foul language comedian. Like some people can swear as a comment and get away with it, and they're funny. And there's people that shouldn't say stuff like that,
Right.
So I'm working on a thing now, a new bit there. I'm going to try tonight, and I see how that works out. I did it at the Eden's Cafe on Friday, and it was pretty good. Worked out pretty good. So you had to be clean. You had to make it clean. So have you done any acts that were clean?
Yeah, like I don't swear a lot. I don't know if you noticed.
No, I noticed.
I don't really try. I try to avoid as much as I can.
You don't have to, because I think you don't. That is swear to be funny. You're funny just as you are.
But at times you might need to do that. But I am not someone. I'm not someone who would who necessarily seek out that. But like I have written like the F word before,
Right.
and I have tried to have like a clean act just because I wanted to. So like I write. I don't confine myself. I will write however I want, and then I will try to polish.
Now you've been to the classes when Rich Williams was teaching at the Comedy Works this past summertime, and he said in one of his shout out to Rich Williams by Dick Williams, whatever how you want to be yourself today. He said that you ain't got to swear to be funny. If you do a lot of clean jokes, you get more jobs.
Yeah. Which is very true.
It is.
Like you can get like to be on any late night shows. If
You have to be clean. Yes.
There's no.
No. So I watched that. I watch specials, where they swear, like George Carlin, and I watched Kevin Hart. They swear, other comics, like Comedy Central. But then, or on HBO special. But then when you see them on any late show, they don't swear.
Exactly. So like you can always,
Don Rickles was not a comedian that didn't swear. It was funny. Didn't swear. Milton Berle.
Right. It's all about acclimatizing of what
Exactly.
what the situation demands.
Right.
If you're smart, you'll know what to do.
Right, and that's actually, again, when I first started doing comedy, I used to pitch a lot. And I don't say that anymore.
Right.
So I kind of cut that back.
Exactly, you learn.
Well, yeah, and people would tell me that, you know, you don't have to say it to be funny because you are funny when you say things, the way you say it.
Right.
The way you pronounce, you gotta, it's like, like, if you work at, say you're a chef and you gotta try to produce the best meal ever, that's the same way as comedy. You gotta try to provide the best jokes ever and make people laugh to get to it. And the thing is, you have to know your audience.
Yeah.
That's your biggest thing. You know, like when I perform at the Comedy Works or the Funny Bones, you have to know your audience. Whenever I go there to perform, I scout the audience before I perform. So I know I'm looking at. Like, okay, this is going to be a good show. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
so, and that's what I do.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. Now, you know me for a while. You think I've gotten better since I've been doing comedy? I've been doing comedy now 4 years now.
Definitely gotten better for sure. And like I said,
It's a work in process.
we're all grinding, we're all trying to get better. As long as you're trying to learn, as long as you're willing to learn, which is more important.
Exactly.
But some people don't take feedback well. You have to. Like, that's what I've learned. That you have to take feedback.
Absolutely. I tell anybody.
You have to give them permission to give you feedback and take it without any
Way to solve.
Exactly.
And that's what I do. And I've had people tell me
That's how you
different
learn,
things. And you know, I take it to consent, and then look at my stuff and said, okay, maybe I need to lose this, try something different.
Exactly.
See, my life is very interesting. Like my day is nothing but a joke every single day. I go out in public every day and I see people, and I work in a convenience store, and I get a lot of people all the time, and I tell jokes all the time, and people laugh and they love my stuff. You know. So. You know, I like to hear that kind of stuff. If you think I need to prove on something, tell me about it.
Exactly.
I'll work on it. You know? I'm not going to get angry or upset.
Open-minded. Exactly.
Right. It's open-minded.
Yeah.
Like anything, you have to take criticism.
Yeah.
And then you learn it in the comedy. And I learned about that. You gotta learn to take it. You don't take criticism, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna keep doing what you want to do, you're not gonna get anywhere.
Exactly.
So, and I've learned a lot. Like, you see me perform in a Mets uniform, in a Mets outfit all the time, and I was told by another comic, Chris O'Leary, shout out to Chris O'Leary, don't do that. Dress like you're going for a job interview. When you do open mic stuff like that, you gotta do like you're going for a job interview because people want to see that. And you can say that, but just tell them, explain it in your joke. You know, and that's why I've done that, and I've done that, and it's funny. You know, so and can you tell about yourself? If you see you weren't, he's loud. We already know he's a Mets fan because he's wearing it. You know,
Right.
But if you go and wear dressed like this, you know, like plain Joe, the thing is, if you go for a job interview, you don't want to wear a Mets jersey or any kind of jersey because that's not going to be a good thing, you know.
Right.
So I thought, all right, let me try this, and I've done this, and so far it's pretty much done a great compliments out of that, and I said, okay, I'll keep this up for a while, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, do you have any hobbies?
This is my hobby.
This is your hobby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have kind of any favorite music? Any kind of music you like?
I listen to a lot of piano.
Oh, do you really? Like jazz?
A little bit of jazz. I listen to everything except country.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not country?
I wasn't raised here, so I never really got country.
So learn it. Learn it.
No, I know. I have nothing against it. I just don't seek out. If it's playing, I don't mind it. Like, I'm very neutral to music, as long as like I like to do work and I'll listen to music. But
Do you like polka music?
neutral to it, like I said, it doesn't matter to me.
Do you like how long you been in this country now?
5 years.
5 years. Okay, all right. Well, I've been here all my life, so the music here in country today is totally different compared to.
No, yeah, I know. Back in the day, it was really good.
Willie
It was
Nelson.
more emotional, more meaningful.
Right.
Now
With Willie, now
it's marketable. It's just like
it's all about love and
pop country.
right, pop country, love, lust, and lost, and
That's what everything is going to. That's insane.
it is. You're right, and I agree with you because I love the country music like Willie Nelson and with drugs and everything, and Johnny Cash and Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton. They are the soul of country music.
Yeah.
And that's what I grew up on. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, now I just found out that Kenny Rogers got inducted into the Musical Hall of Fame, and he's retiring. He's retired from his career.
Okay.
And he should, because his face looks like a hot mess. Like he goes outside in the summertime and start melting. He'd be going for a lot of plastic surgeries. He can't afford to keep getting them kind of surgeries.
Right.
But I love his music. He's got many years of music, and I always love his music. The best with Islands in the Stream with Dolly Parton. I love that song. The Gambler. I love it. And there's so many songs that Kenny Rogers like about him.
Right.
He's like Elvis. He's the country of Elvis Presley. Like Elvis Presley is the king of rock and roll.
Right.
You know? So, and as far as I'm concerned, Kenny Rogers is the king of country. That's my thing. You know? But do you have any? You read books?
Tons, yeah.
What kind of books do you read? Fiction or nonfiction?
All non-fiction.
Nonfiction?
Yeah, mostly non-fiction.
What's your favorite book you read?
Right now I'm reading a book. It's called The Originals by Adam Grant.
Okay.
Talks about how you can prolific and share about 5 years. I think that can be translated to comedy as well.
Oh, okay.
Because you just have to do a lot of jokes and some will stick. So that's what I like.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, but your family, when you're doing comedy, does your family inspire you? Do they like what you do?
Yeah.
They do what you do?
They're neutral to it.
Have they come to see any of your shows?
Not yet, no. But I've shown them videos of it.
Oh, okay.
So they have seen.
So they're okay with it.
Yeah, they're fine.
You're banned from this country, never coming back anymore.
Yeah.
You are on your own.
Yeah.
Hang out with Jerry, what the one Dymond and the homeless people. You'll get very far. Now you say you're in a relationship with a girlfriend now, right? Or you have a girlfriend?
No.
No? Okay, I think you had a girlfriend. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Because as a comic, it's hard to be in a relationship because some people can do it and some people can't. Depending, it's a lot of work.
Right.
Because you are focused on comedy, you're focused on your dream, and so it's like, all right, well, you're there, but you're not there, you know?
Right.
So like that's what my situation with my relationship was because I was focusing too much on this and not on her, and you know.
Yeah, makes sense.
But the thing is, she knew what she was getting herself into because I was already doing comedy before I met this girl. And I explained to her that my comedy is important to me, this is my thing. You want to be with me or not be with me. You know, I'm not going to make you choose. But you need to know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
You know, like anytime you get that wish of somebody, you got to let them know what you're getting into.
Of course, yeah.
Because, exactly, and the thing is, they're like all hot and love and everything, and I think they try to get you out of comedy because I've seen some comics doing comedy, and you don't see them anymore.
Right. They probably got busy.
They're busy.
Right. Which is fine.
That's fine, but
it's all about your priorities.
Right. Well, yeah, but the thing is that if you think that comedy, everybody's all hyped about doing comedy, and they get into it, and then they get into a relationship like, okay, now we're not doing comedy anymore. What? Don't feel like you waste your time doing it. You know what I'm saying? And don't want to feel like, because like I always thought, wasting my comedy. So
makes sense. That's what you like. That's what you enjoy.
Well, because it was my therapy.
Yeah.
I think comedy. Everybody does comedy for a therapist. We can't afford a therapist. Not for the healthcare bill that's going on right now. But that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And hopefully someday things will happen. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But do you ever see yourself going living in LA or New York City in the future?
Well, New York City is just here, like 2 hours down the road.
Right, but like we've seen some comedians move to LA.
Right.
Like Jay McBride, she moved to LA.
Right.
You know, and David Shine.
I think that was her best move because she has been doing it in the area for so long.
Yeah.
And she's doing so well.
She's
so
been,
that was
she's
like
wonderful.
an obvious next move.
Right.
And I've been doing it for 6 months, so I cannot really, justify.
But I mean, like, they don't have,
Right
saying that 5 to 10 years down the road, do you see yourself thinking about moving?
Depends on how I think I am. Like if I think I'm good enough, maybe then. But I don't. Right now, it's just
sometimes people have to go out there to see if they're good.
Right, but I go out there and do open mics and shows here and there.
Yeah,
but
I've done that too.
Yeah, it's like just 2 hours of it, so it's not really hard for you to make a name if you really want to.
Absolutely.
Make some connection and just go do some shows. It's not that hard. So like right now, I'm just focused on writing more and writing better, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not really worried about that as much.
Now, you said what's the best place you performed at?
Funny sure, yeah. Like performing in front of 200 people is probably like a privilege, I'd say. Like just making them laugh and having a good time. I had a great time performing.
I did too.
Yeah.
What's the worst place you performed at?
There's tons. Worst place I performed. There was one time, there was this open mic where there was like 3 people left because like I was like late.
Yeah.
And and that was, but I learned something out of that. I did crowd work, so it was kind of fun because I don't really get to do crowd work because I always have material.
Right.
So I turned a bad situation into a good.
That's good.
Learning. So that was not bad.
Sometimes you gotta do that. If you feel like you're not doing well on stage, try to tune it a different way, and the audience knowing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what Rich Williams said in the class. If you feel like you're gonna bomb, you have to turn around, find something, work with the crowd if you have, do something stupid.
And bombing is fun.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta try it. If you never try your
The
joke,
man is young. He's still starting out. He only been doing this for 5 months. Talk to me. I'll tell you about bombing.
yeah, it's all about learning. It's all about learning.
Have you ever got kicked out of a place?
No,
I did.
you did. That's interesting.
You want to hear about the story?
Yeah.
All right. Well, a couple of years ago, a friend of mine named Nick, he was a comedian. He's now living down in Texas, or actually back to living in Schenectady. No, sorry, Saratoga. He had a show he was doing up in Schenectady. That.